Man, did he attack Cody Rhodes out of nowhere. Cody was, talking to him like, yeah, I know what challenge I have above me. He even brought up the JBL line of like, if I were to build a wrestler, of everything, all these characteristics you want, it would be Randy Orton. And that's crazy because we've seen him his entire career, and I think it's really hard to argue that point. 14, or is it 14 or 15?
Yep, 14.
14 world championships at this point. Looking to get number 15 at WrestleMania. It was a spectacular turn. He busted Cody's head open, kicked him in the nards. I mean, there was just everything. Cody, he got to be on alert. Even Jelly Roll caught a stray, man. Mm-hmm. Jelly and Randy are supposed to be friends, and there's no bad blood between them two. I get Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton gone around the block a couple of times and done some things together, but Jelly caught a stray, man. Nobody's safe. This is that prime Randy Orton we're seeing.
It's about time, man. I've been waiting to see this. It was like that. There was some hints coming on when he shaved his head. Like, ooh, that's kind of the Viper Randy a little bit. But, oh, man, heel Randy Orton is just such a different breed. It is probably the best version of Randy we get to see. You can love him or hate him, but I think heel Randy is the best. And poor Cody, man, every time someone turns, they have to kick him in the nuts every single time. He's got no family jewels anymore. This poor man. Hey, Randy said it, though. He is desperate. Nothing is standing in his way for number 15. And boy, did he mean it. Doesn't matter what he's got to do. He'll put you in the dirt. I am so excited to see this match at WrestleMania.
It's going to be awesome. Heck of a lot better than Cody versus Roman 3. It would have been fine. The match would have been good. And you wouldn't have had too many complaints about it. It just would have been like, man, but if we didn't do that, what could we have done? Like, this is one of those things that you could have done that's going to be a lot cooler. No disrespect, but I'd honestly rather see CM Punk versus Roman Reigns than Roman versus Cody 3. You know what I mean? I think we just get both better outcomes here. And that's got to be all thanks to Braun Breaker. And, if he was healthy, we'd probably get Punk versus Breaker with Seth Rollins, being involved there. But yeah, man, I'm glad to see this version of Randy. I want him to get number 15. I think he's one of the greatest of all time, and I think he deserves to be in those very rare conversations. He's just one of those guys that's done it forever. And let's not forget, he was winning championships by the time people knew who John Cena was on the main roster. And he didn't take extended breaks unless he had surgery. He's been there, man. He had that back thing where he was like in a backstage role on camera still. I think he was GM or something for a little bit. But, dude, he's been going for 20 plus years. Him and Rey Mysterio, Rey always gets his flowers, right? Yeah. And I think we talk about that a lot. I don't think Randy's Iron Man workload is talked about enough. It's easy. Oh, John Cena and these guys. Yeah, Randy Orton's been there every step of the way. It's just he's a heel. He's a babyface. He doesn't get that same grandeur, that same recognition. Usually, if he's the champion, you're pissed off about it.
Yeah, that is true, but he has been a very consistent part of WWE through the years. Always there, always someone you can count on. Now we can count on being a heel, which is what I've been wanting. What a lot of people have been wanting. We thought we were going to get a heel Cody. We've been teasing that a little bit, but ultimately it was heel Orton, which I prefer anyway. That is completely fine by me. Are we going to get, the serious Viper? Are we going to get the Legend Killer? What are we going to get with Cody? Or not with Cody, but with Randy. It's how do you see this match going at Mania?
I have two thoughts on it. I think one is more hopeful and one's more realistic. The more realistic is Randy Orton wins. He just continues this heel thing, give Cody some adversity through the story, whatever. My wishful thinking, Cody wins, but he does turn heel.
Oh,
he gets sick. He's like, Out of everybody that's supposed to have my back throughout this entire thing, I get there's a championship involved, but we could have just gone at it and squared up, and it could have been one of the greatest matches of all time. But you're supposed to be the guy that has my back, and you want to do this to me this early? Fuck that. I'm done. I'm the bad guy now. I'm sick of everybody thinking I'm the good guy they can walk all over. No, you want to be the bad guy? I'll show you what a bad guy looks like. That's wishful thinking. And it comes from the chaos we've been having lately in WWE. It seems like they're fully leaning into chaos. We've had 3 world title changes on the SmackDown brand in the last couple of months. That's nuts. That has not happened in years. And I think they may continue to lean into that, but maybe Cody doesn't lose the title. He keeps it, which Triple H knows is going to piss people off. Lean right into it. Let him turn on the heel turn, which nobody would really see coming because Randy just turned heel. Why would we have another one? Because Cody is sick of being the footnote, the nice guy he's going to break. And that's my wishful thinking. But I think Randy might just end up winning, have the title for a bit in SummerSlam. Cody might get it back.
See, that's what I'm thinking is maybe it's going to be Randy. And to your point, still with that heel turn, but they'll, wait until SummerSlam to make that switch. A little bit of long storytelling there. You see those little inklets in Cody getting more and more furious and more, distant towards the fans, distant towards his friends in the locker room and stuff. And then that's when that switch just flips and goes all out on Cody or all out on Randy. See, I'm not all this heel talk and keep calling the same person by a different name, but I think that's my wishful thinking, and sometimes I think realistic as well as how they like the long storytelling. And it is very nice. It's nice to see, nice to get invested in. So I am looking forward to Mania. I hope Randy gets number 15.
I mean, that is probably one of the coolest things about this road to WrestleMania, and it may be because of injuries kind of throwing the playbook in the paper shredder. But I was having a conversation with my buddy a little while ago about Stranger Things, and this is before the final season came out. He's like, what's so cool about this show right now is I really don't know what's going to happen. Like, I have an idea of how I think things are going to go, but like they've been doing some things that I really am not confident. Like, really anything could happen and certain things would make sense. There's just so many ways you could go and so many right things. And do you always make the right choice? No, but that's how I feel in WWE right now.
Yeah.
You could have Cody win. He could turn heel off of that, or he could win and stay a babyface, continue being the face of the company. Maybe WWE's not done milking that cow. We know they like doing that too.
Yeah.
You could give Randy the title, have him keep being a heel. Nobody's going to complain about that except for children who are supposed to complain about that and viscerally hate Randy Orton like I did when I was a child. Like that's another possible option as well. You could get him right back in good graces in a month by having Cody turn. And then with this CM Punk and Randy Orton, that's a wide open thing. Is I don't know who's winning that match. That's another conversation for another video. But it's just to the point of, I don't know, man. I could see both of these men winning in multiple different scenarios. I'm more okay with some than others, but I'm not really going to be terribly disappointed unless this is just like a straight up clean Cody Rhodes victory. Like that's something I don't want to see. I want to see something different. I want to see them pull out some stops. I want to see some psychology in there, because when you're looking at the roster from like in-ring technician storytelling perspective, these are 2 of the best that you have available.
Yeah.
You got to do something with it. And they have a month to do it, and I'm not poo-pooing anything. I think they can rise to that level. Friday was fantastic, and they can just keep going. There's a lot of deep blood between Randy and Cody. That goes back to Randy taking Cody under his wing right at the beginning of his career.
Yeah. Legacy.
Right.
Back then.
And the Ted DiBiase stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, that's cool.
Yeah, I think with SmackDown, how that ended, I think that shows you it's not going to just be a clean bout. When you have Randy making Cody bleed and then, grabbing that chair from behind when he was already down, slapping him. And that little pose he had with the title, that was some throwback. That was
Yeah.
nice. But yeah, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be an all-out war. That's what it seems like it's gonna be. It's gonna be a good match. Whatever the outcome is, I'm sure we're both gonna love it. But again, I need Randy to get 15. Now, is this a scenario where Randy brings the punt back and gets Cody, or does he hold off on, since he is his friend, is his brother, a little bit of I'm not completely healed yet. Maybe I hesitate, or do we get straight up killer Randy and he just decks him right in the head?
Well, that's the thing, right? That's another spinoff. Do we see the punt? We've been teased with the punt for over a year. We thought he was going
Ever.
to punt Kevin Owens,
Yeah,
but Cody Rhodes kind of took that away from us. I don't mean to put that in like it was a dangerous spot. It was
it
unlucky for
was
Kevin. Um, Kevin said he felt fine after the match, which was wild, but
adrenaline.
yeah, I'm sure. But with that punt, I mean, that's another thing. Does Randy want to go for it? And then Cody sees it like, really? You're going to do that to me? Like, I get we're in like it, but really? Like, but at the same time, Cody may take the punt. He
Oh,
took the pile driver,
yeah.
which is supposed to be a banned move. He took that from KO. He took it from John Cena.
What if Cody punts Randy? That's the heel. What if he punts Randy?
I love a good move steal. I do. I
That would be
really
sick.
do. That's just so cool, man. I don't know. I'd love to see a punt. What if he does go for it, but Cody gets out of the way and then is like you said, he's like, yo, no, I have the opportunity. I'm pulling the trigger and I'm
Uh-huh.
not missing. That would be awesome. And then after the punt, picks him up for a crossroads. That'd be kind of sick.